Oedius Gardner is a well-armored Army wife, currently serving back home while her husband of 20 years is on his 5th deployment.
Every deployment is a challenge. Everyone is a mountain. And when they're deployed, the ones left behind, the spouses left behind, are truly living their vows. And that's very important to me.
Oedius and her husband, Captain Rock Gardiner, of the 1st Battalion, 15th Infantry Regiment, have been best friends since their freshman year at Fort Valley State University.
Although we don't have many things in common, we're windows and doors.
While Oedius got the man of her dreams and the 3 boys she always wanted, life wasn't always picture perfect.
How do you grieve someone who's not dead? I'm still married. I have to raise these children.
When Gardner deployed for the 3rd time, just a few months after he got home after his 2nd year-long deployment, Oedius wondered what she got herself into.
I remember just on my knees crying and screaming, "Why have you done this? Why did you lead me this far to make me a widow? I don't know how to be a dad. What do I do?" And I remember screaming, "I give up, Lord, I give up. I'm finished. I can't do it."
That breaking point led to her can-do attitude that she carries with grace today.
I need to work on myself as the pillar and the cohesion for this house in order for my children to survive, in order for my husband to get through the next day.
After spending several hours with Oedius, one discovers they are in the presence of a modern-day Rosie the Riveter, and her husband knows it.
He got me a Father's Day card last year. Yeah. And I thought, mwah, mwah.
When this Army wife is not substitute teaching, she is leading FRG meetings or Catholic services on Sand Hill, all the while pursuing her master's degree in special education. And she also refurbishes furniture as a hobby. But despite staying super busy, Oedius still pines for her best friend.
His boots are right where he left them. And that's where they'll stay when he comes home. Every deployment, the last thing he wears, I fold it up, put it in a freezer bag, and stick it under the pillow. And whenever it gets too intense, I'll just unzip it and zip it back up.
Aside from the 5th deployment, 2009 was full of more monumental moments, beginning with the death of Captain Gardiner's grandmother, who raised him.
Granny was our home.
And their oldest son, Rock Jr., went off to college for the first time. But like every life moment before these, Oedius embraces them with tenacity and a humble realization.
I've cried a lot. I've cried many, many, many nights, of course. It hurts. But there's no Band-Aid but time and having faith